Hey guys, I'm Justin. Oh, I tried to catch her when she was drinking. Oh, no, she's chewing ice. Yeah!
And I'm Liza. I have an ice problem.
And we're going to be talking about terrible vacations.
Kobe break.
Hey! We booked a flight, and it was with apparently one of those MAX D8 planes or whatever they're called. The Boeing ones that have all those issues that got grounded. All of a sudden, in the middle of April, a month after all of this was announced, I thought I was safe. All my flights get canceled.
You thought it was safe, like, not life-wise. You were
No,
thinking you were
I thought
safe,
I was
like,
safe, like, oh, okay, they already announced that all these planes are grounded.
okay.
They didn't cancel my flight, I should be all set.
Because it sounded like you were saying, I thought I was safe, as in you weren't going to die. But you meant, like, you thought you were safe because your flight didn't get canceled.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
got it, okay.
So here we are a month after the whole thing got announced, and all of a sudden my flight gets canceled. And I'm like, what the heck? They're like, oh, well, we apologize for the inconvenience, because, obviously they have to.
This is a flight in June.
In June. I looked it up, and they had moved my flight to a day before, which screws everything up.
Yeah.
And then they moved the return flight from Providence, which is 30 minutes down the road, all the way to New York, which is a 3.5-hour drive from where we are right now.
That's crazy.
I was stunned. I was like, I have no idea how this is how they're handling this situation.
Are they going to pay you for the transportation costs to go from New York
So they
to
said they only do transportation costs between the original airport and the new airport.
So they pay you to get from the New York airport to the Rhode Island.
But that doesn't help me with the fact that now I'm leaving a day before.
Oh.
Instead, I changed my flight so that I'm both in and out of New York.
Are they offering refunds to people so that you can switch airlines?
Yes.
Why don't you do that option?
Because the flight was so inexpensive that it is literally, me and Megan both ways is a regular flight to Ireland.
Oh, okay. Alright, so it's more just like, okay. Now I can see why you wanted to talk about
Yes.
Because then maybe we'll tag the airline and be like,
No,
look
we're not
how-
going to tag the
Dang
airline.
it, man! You ruined it. I mean, we tagged the airline. Okay, fine, whatever. But do you feel like this is like the worst travel experience you've had? Or is there some other ones you feel like you...
Traveling, no. Going to a place or coming from a place, yes, definitely.
I mean, I definitely had, I know traveling is probably one of the most frustrating things that anybody can do. When you get to your destination, it's great, except for one particular situation I had. But the actual act of traveling is so exhausting.
It is.
And that for one point, I was traveling a lot for my job, and it was just so draining. Every single time I had to pack and then unpack and then get on a flight and take off your shoes when you get to. It's just so much to it. But me, I actually had a tough situation, and it ironically involves New York as well.
Oh.
So one time I went to my happy place is Disney. Let me tell you guys, I love my Disney.
We're gonna have a different video on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole video's worth of discussion. But one time, so anytime I go there, I always expect to be very happy, and always. But I went one time, and it was probably just like one of the worst weeks of my life. Just everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. I got into well, what happened was, so one of the things that happened is I got into a car accident the first day I was there, which was not my fault. And then one of the rides I wanted to get on broke down after I waited for 3 hours. So I waited a whole 4 hours to get on this ride. It was just, everything was just like, could go wrong, went wrong. And then to end it all, when I get on the flight home, at that time I had my mom come pick me up, so I didn't have to park my car there. I let her kind of use the car for the week. She's waiting for me at the time that my flight's planning on, hitting the ground. And we get this message from the captain being like, yeah, we can't land in this city. We gotta divert you guys because of the fog. I think it was fog or something.
Oh,
so we got diverted to an airport that was 3.5 hours away. So we got diverted to New York. And what even made it worse is we had to sit on the plane for at least another 1.5 to 2 hours before they can get us back to where it was.
Oh.
It was just like, oh my God, But what's so funny, fun fact about this, I ended up working with some girl just recently on a project who happened to be on the same plane as me, and I had no idea.
What?
I didn't know her at the time, but one day I was sharing this story and we were talking about it. She's like, oh my God, wait, when did that happen? And I told her, we're like, She's like, we were on the same plane. I was like, how weird is that?
Were you also at Disney at the same time?
She was in Florida. I don't think it was Disney. I think they went somewhere else in Florida. But
Who goes to Florida and doesn't go to Disney?
I don't know. Crazy people. Because that's insane. Who doesn't?
There was one time we stayed at Universal where we were there for almost a week, I'd say. And the very last night we were there, I don't know what happened. I blame the cleaning crew entirely because they must have left the door open to the room and
it kind of
went
like
directly out into
it's like the outside. Yeah.
And that night at like 11:30, we just heard chirping from a cricket.
Oh, I was like a bird or cricket.
And
What's that?
We looked up and down. We were everywhere in this room.
Those
trying
little
to find
buggers know how to hide very well.
We knew it was in one corner of the room, and it was in like the blinds area.
So you can like pinpoint it based on
And,
your Doppler radar or whatever.
Your ears have 2 point. So we knew it was in one corner of the room, and we could not find it. So we called the front desk, and we're like, "Listen, we need somebody to come down here." And we had 8 different people, I'd say. So somebody came in and they just went looking for it. We're like, well, we can't find it. If it keeps chirping, call us again. Call them back. They come back. They're like, oh, well, let me spray this stuff around. So they sprayed some stuff around and I was like, okay. Started chirping again. They came back. They're like, oh, I think I found it. And you bang. And he has like a thing in his hand and it's like, okay, well, that could have been it.
He lied. There's no way. He didn't see the dead cricket. He's lying. I think I got it.
It kept chirping. So I was like, oh my god. I think.
So what other bug did he kill if it wasn't the cricket?
I don't know. But we called like 6 times that night, and they kept showing up, and they were like, we're really sorry, yada yada. It was like, why the cricket? The cricket. I hate crickets to this day. Because of that one experience, or have you always hated crickets? And nope, never hated crickets before,
but escalated you to a
level. Hate crickets now.
Anyways, but to get back to the hotel thing, like I have such an issue with hotels that if I was in your situation with the cricket thing, like I would immediately ask for a new room. Because I would feel like that cricket was all up on my pillows, on my sheets, and like spreading its little cricket germs everywhere. Like I would not be able to function. I'd be like, get me out of this room. Not only do I have a bug phobia, I have a nasty germ phobia.
When I edit this, I'm gonna Google to find out if crickets have germs.
They have to have germs. They're outdoor bugs. They're jumping around in like places that cats pee and poop and dogs do the same thing. You telling me those crickets aren't full of germs? No.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, my germ thing is pretty bad, and I know we're gonna have to cover that in like probably a whole nother video, because that's something that you've kind of seen as a theme throughout all of our videos and stuff. But this one in particular, speaking about hotel rooms, like I am so anal when I go to a hotel room and how I have to cleanse everything before I even like touch it. So you definitely don't do it. I wonder if Tom does it though. If he like,
oh yeah,
does kind of like, so you don't do it. You don't clean.
No.
You literally just go touch the remote immediately and don't even sanitize it. And I'm definitely opposite. So I wonder what Tom does. Let's throw it to him.
Tom?
And let's see if he has some tips for what he does. Oh, sorry.
Tom? When you go on vacation, why would you even bother getting a hotel room? Just find yourself a parking lot. It's free and convenient. Wait, it's like noon. I mean, it's free.
I don't think I've ever thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had friends sleep in their car before.
And my car's clean. I could trust that.
No, it's not.
My car's pretty clean. I keep it clean. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure the other day you were like, hey, sorry about the smell.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. Alright, so that like one time, like I was a little messy, but I mean like it's my germs, but whatever. Anyways, we can talk about this in another video. We always, every time we will do one of these videos, we always end it with like a list of things that we've like, identified that we could talk about later on.
Alright guys, let us know if you've had any bad travel experiences, how you deal with hotel rooms, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. New videos over there! Old videos over there.
I haven't seen this. I don't know why I do that. There's good. There's
okay,
good.
subscribe button.
Bye!
Bye! Bye.